So, I notice a lot of my lazy millennial friends are acting like babies on Facebook and are complaining about how they think Donald Trump's Mexican wall is a bad idea. And they are totally wrong. Mexico is pretty much one of the only things that is keeping America from being great again. And it's super important we build the wall for many reasons. First of all, it will totally create jobs. Instead of all those Mexicans taking all our jobs that we deserve because it's our country and we are the best nation in the world, real Americans can have those jobs back. Plus, I don't even see what the big deal is. Why can't they just go back to Mexico? I mean, I've been there. I went on vacation there last year to Cancun and it was like super pretty, so they already have a nice place to go. Anyway, the wall will employ tons of people. It will also allow us to use tons of supplies from the USA. Basically, it's the smartest thing ever for our economy. It's kind of like when America built the can, transcontinental transcontinental railroad, only this time we'll be hiring Americans instead of immigrants. Because Americans have always been super willing to do backbreaking and exhausting jobs. I don't care that it will cost billions of dollars. That's like only a tiny portion of each of our paychecks. Where else is that money supposed to go to? The nearly 30 million people without health insurance in the US, or the 16 million kids struggling with hunger in this country, or to the Planned Parenthoods that should be called baby slaughterhouses because basically all they do is kill babies for sluts and hoes. Psh. Why would we want to help those people when it's so clear that it's their own fault for being in that position because they didn't work hard enough to live the lives that Americans like me live? And sure, I'm privileged, but there are a lot of people out there who are way more privileged than me, and there always will be. So what difference does it make? It's not like it's my fault I'm super rich and pretty. Building a wall will also totally help with America's drug problem. Now drugs won't be able to make it into America at all, and all the drug users won't get their drugs because all of the drugs are made in Mexico. And nobody in the US does that because we are awesome and have a super cool program called DARE that helps us learn about the dangers of drugs and how it turns people into bad people. Keeping the drugs out will totally make the demand go down, kind of like the prohibition in the 1920s. Tons of Latino drug cartels are involved with radical Islam, and basically they're probably smuggling in tons of terrorists too. The wall will definitely make our country safer, because the only mass killings in the US always happen by non-white terrorists and are never by our homegrown white Americans. And it's not like the drug cartels are smart enough to find other ways to get into this country. If that were the case, they'd already be doing that right now instead of trying to sneak across the small fences on the border. A lot of haters are commenting telling me that there's no way that Mexico is going to pay for the wall. These people are so stupid. It's not like anyone with authority in Mexico has come out and said that they wouldn't pay for it. Donald Trump will totally find a way for Mexico to pay for it because he's a super smart guy and he's super duper good with money. I don't get why people are hating on him. President Trump has opened his arms to like all Americans. It's up to you now to just accept him and support our great leader. He's already said that he's going to charge a 20% tax on all imports from Mexico. It will totally work out, and it's not like Mexico could do the same thing back to us, or that it could affect us negatively by screwing over the 6 million people whose jobs just happen to depend on trade with Mexico, or by making it so that the things that we get from Mexico will cost us more money too. But honestly, I don't mind paying $15 for a piece of avocado toast if that means that we're keeping the rapists and drug dealers out of our country. I mean, I've never actually met a Mexican rapist or gang member. In fact, the only Mexican I know is my maid Maria, but that's probably because we already have a super nice wall around our estate. That's how I know it will work for America. And okay, I just hate it when people think it's okay to just go into a country and try to take like all its jobs and food and land. This is exactly why we need a wall that can perfectly keep out all murderers and rapists. Besides, it's not like any walls have caused troubles in the past. Oh, gotta go. Mommy and I are off to New York City to see Hamilton. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, trapped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean, by Providence, impoverished in squalor, go up to be a hero and a scholar? Ah, it's so fun.
Alexander Hamilton. Created using Powtoon.